Long before the summer of 1914, the seed of catastrophe was planted across the capitals of Europe.
Beneath the glittering veneer of the Beliage, an aggressive cocktail of militarism, fierce nationalism, and sprawling imperial injustices poisoned international relations. That spark ignited in the sunlit streets of Sarajevo on June 28, 1904, when the Archduke Franz Ferdinand fell to an assassin's bullet. In the weeks that followed, diplomatic channels shattered under the weight of mobilization orders, dragging reluctant populations into a sweeping abyss. Imperial armies clashed instantly as the German war machine executed the Schlaver Plan, dragging reluctant populations into a sweeping abyss, sweeping through neutral Belgium to strike at France. But the momentum of conquest soon choked in the mud. By the end of 1914, an unbroken scar of 400 miles of barbed wire, trenches, and machine gun knots stretched from the Swiss Alps to the North Sea. The illusion of a quick holiday, conflict evaporated under the weight of industrial attrition. Generals like Erich von Falkenhayn and Lord Kenschler fed millions of conscripted soldiers into grinding meat grinders at Verdun and the Somme. Human courage was rendered obsolete by the advent of poison gas, heavy artillery, flamethrowers, and tanks. Empires fractured under the strain. Russia, hollowed out by economic collapse and unimaginable casualties, imploded from within during the revolutions of 1917, paving the way for the Bolshevik rise. Yet, just as the Eastern Front dissolved, the entry of the United States injected fresh industrial might into the exhausted Allied lines, tilting the balance once and for all. By November 1918, blockaded, starved, and broken, the Central Powers collapsed, culminating in the armistice on the 11th hour of the 11th. The map of the world was violently redrawn at Versailles, casting punishing reparations on Germany, and planting the bitter seeds for a second, even more destructive global conflict. The Great War permanently shattered the old world order, closing the chapter of traditional European dominance, and ushering in the modern, turbulent age. Across the globe, from the muddy trenches of the Western Front to the scorching sands of the Middle East, industrial factories in Sheffield, Essen, and Pittsburgh turned out millions of artillery shells day and night. Industrial factories in Sheffield, Essen, and Pittsburgh turned out millions of artillery shells day and night, feeding a vapicious mechanical heast that demanded a constant supply of human lives. In the freezing trenches of the Eastern Front, Russian soldiers faced relentless German offensives. With obsolete rifles and bare boots, their morale steadily dissolving into mutiny. Tsar Nicholas Sugnat abdicated in March 1907, hurling a vast empire into political chaos. Culminating in the armistice on the 11th hour of the 11th day. The map of the world was violently redrawn at Versailles, casting punishing reparations on Germany, and planting the bitter seeds for a second, even more destructive global conflict.